I'm glad you said allegedly. I am here on the farm. Been here for 3 days. Didn't even know what's going on in the city. But let me say this in response. Those people who put this crap, this nonsense.
Okay, we have with us former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Welcome, Madam President. It is being spread on social media in quite a viral way that you allegedly are giving some support to the opposition CDC in terms of both financial and material, $15,000 and some 1,000 bags of cement for their new headquarters project. Is this information true?
You got to pay our damn money. So long you say you got more than 35 million, then you need to pay our money. I'm just being honest. Pay our damn money. Many of y'all recall, Musa Belete said he got more than 35 million in the bank. Now what Musa Belete say on video. He said he goes during the election he donated 35 pickup trucks. He said, go ask the bank there about me. I got money all over the place. If I like Grand Putin, you are depending on, I open a new business in Athens, Greece. So the day you start your nonsense, I can just leave you right in Liberia. Well, you tell Musa Belete and his CMC that Eugene Fagon said those tapes, he intends to send them to the president with a letter. You cannot make fun out of us, the Liberian people. You cannot owe us about 6 million or little under 6 million, whichever ones you have paid down. Because you say you have paid down the money and you don't owe us that much money. Whatever you owe us, Belete, you got to pay our damn money. So long you say you got more than 35 million, then you need to pay our money. I'm just being honest. Pay our damn money. While you open your business in Athens, Greece, or you can carry it to Alaska. I don't give a jack, rat, whatever. You cannot be bragging about having money and owing our country. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay? Can't owe our money, then you be making fun or we're not funny people.
Julius, I'm glad you said allegedly. I am here on the farm. Been here for 3 days. Didn't even know what's going on in the city. But let me say this in response. Those people who put this crap, this nonsense on social media, they must just love my name. They must just love me and can't keep their mouth off me. And what they have just said is damn stupid. Anybody who put that crap out there, I say they are damn stupid. Please repeat it for me and put it just like I say it. Put it there in the media. Let everybody hear exactly what it is. Then maybe they will stop these damn lies. Thank you, Julius, for calling me. Please, just tell it. Let everybody hear it well, okay?
Okay, but did they ever reach out? I mean, the CDC, have they ever reached out to you for support also?
Never. No CDC person has reached me on no support. They have no reason to call me for support. I'm busy with my things I do, with my center, things I do with my farm. I'm out of their damn politics. That's why the politics here is so terrible, because it's so sensational. You know, and it just makes people so tired. People want to do the good things for the country. You want to promote the good part of the country. You want to be supportive to all the agencies of government. You want to support the president in everything he does if it's in the interest of the country. And every day somebody come up with some nonsense or the other. It's so doggone sickening. I just wish Liberian people would just get to work. They're so bored with laziness that they can't work.
Okay.
I'm so tired of it. Put it any way you want, put it to you. Just tell it the way it is. Let them know exactly how I feel.
Okay. Thanks so kindly, Madam President.
Yeah, just tell them I'm working so hard. All they do is creating problems with people, creating tension in the country, trying to divide people when we're trying to promote reconciliation. And they're creating all kinds of things to cause trouble. All right, Julius, you got my answer, yeah. Put it on everywhere you want to put it on. Put it all over the country. Put it on social media. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Instagram. Put it everywhere you want to put it.
Okay, Madam President. Thanks so kindly.
Masses of the Liberian people, students trooping their way to tertiary education at the University of Liberia, yet be denied by administrative decadence and paralysis at the University of Liberia by the well-looking woman from America that is my parent. This madam, since her inception at the university, she has tangled and confused university students with administrative paralysis and decadence.
Yo, what's happening in the contradiction? Yo.
Since Dr. McParman came to the University of Liberia, all we have seen is administrative failures, reaching from failures of promises to the University of Liberia students, where she promised the students she's going to revamp the campus and renovate every building on the university campus. Today, if you go on the Fenio campus, you see the AB building at AOC, we are in water. Today, if you come on the Capitol Hill campus of the University of Liberia, the CPA building stays deployable. And all the bathrooms on the university campus are deployable and terrible. This madam has brought no change to the University of Liberia and its students. Reaching from the bathroom and all other tertiary problems on the university campus, we also have the issue of offer. That my parent has refused to work in line with offer. Reaching from salaries arrear, benefits, and salary disparity of the more the faculties member on the University of Liberia campus.
Our instructor cannot be teaching them getting a salary. Pay our instructors.
Almost 7 months since the faculty went back to class. We also have the vacation school under the watch of Dr. McParman. Today, they cannot get a single benefit of the vacation school. This to talk about their 2 years salaries a year and just benefit. Today, my parents have refused to work with those faculty who are already suffering. You are aware of the suffering in Liberia. One cannot leave their basic schedules and come on the campus to teach the university students in the administration of the University of Liberia. Refuse to pay them for almost 7 months. The students are angry, the faculty members are angry. It's on this note that the Vah Student Invitation Party, under the stewardship and the chairmanship of Sylvester K. Widow, that we have Samuel here to speak to the press and warn that my problem that she has from now to tomorrow to leave the university campus as the Secretary General of the Vah Student Invitation Party. We'll be exposing that my problem, administrative weakness and failure with evidence and facts coming from the documentary we have in our possession. On that note, I narrow down also in the Secretary General. Secretary General of the Vah Student Invitation Party, Secretary General of the Press and the Commerce.
Manda. All progressive journalists, masses of the Liberian people, all ideological militants and stalwarts of the Student Unification Party, conscious university students, we bring you greetings from Chairman Sylvester Widow, ideological chairman of the Vah Student Unification Party. So the party has come to quickly respond to growing contradiction on the campuses of the University of Liberia. As you are aware, SUP issued a press conference
yesterday demanding the immediate resignation and dismissal of the current president of the University of Liberia in Dr. Lady Mapayan. So believe Lady Mapayan has failed to manage the affairs of the university. She has been entrapped into corruption. She has been entangled into favoritism and self-naked interests. We lay a series of counts that inform the party's decision to demand the immediate dismissal of Mapayan. And part of them, or some of the counts are, number one, we talked about the deplorable infrastructure of the University of Liberia and the inability of Mapayan to effect any concrete change on the campuses of the University of Liberia. We also mentioned the question of illegal dismissal. Mapayan has started illegally dismissing people and prioritizing people of our own interests. We have series of counts against her. On that basis, the Vanguard Party has come to officially provide to the press and the media documentary evidence that have backed our argument over the time. We want to deal with urgent documentation the party has received from its intelligence arm. The current payroll of August has exposed the intent of the administration to employ and hire people who were dancer in usage. Mapayan has hired about 50 persons to work in the university without following any procedure or precautionary measures.
Employing people illegally. Employing people illegally.
So we got the entire salary of August, the entire payroll of August, that display that Mapayan has reduced the salary of professors, dean, as well as assistant professors on the campuses of the University of Liberia. And we were able to catalog some of the reduction that occurred of recent. One, Regina Foley is an assistant professor. His salary was reduced to 60%. Up to now, we are yet to understand on what basis professor salary are being reduced. We are not against people's salary being reduced as long as it meets legal and all measures that guard such person. But we have not seen that. His salary was reduced from 2,384 United States dollars with 78 cents to 953 United States dollars 91 cents.
C'est quoi, c'est taking the money carrying the looking can, c'est quoi?
We also noticed that an assistant dean of the University of Liberia salary was cut. S. Morris Cooper. He initially made 4,346 United States dollars, and his salary was cut to 60%, which amounted to 1,733 with 76 cents United States dollars. Without any consultation, without any procedure that lead to legal reliance. We see that as an affront, we see that as dictatorial, and we see that as complete corruption that undermines the integrity of the university and the fairness of academic freedom. And so we cause to the increment of salary. Like I said, all these documents will be provided to the media, and we urge you to pursue it. These are legit documents directly from the intelligence of the Vanguard Unification Party, and will be published right after this quick press briefing. So we deal with the issue of salary increment. Mapayan has increased the salary of secretaries, assistant or administrative assistants, while decreasing the salary of professors. Isn't that contradiction? We realize that a secretary by the name of Kona B. Bala made $352, but her salary was increased to $1,607. Which is 457%.
Personal friend salary increment, retired people when you see their salary have been increased at the University of Liberia.
Yo, these increases have reflect the U.S. salary structure. As secretary and administrative assistant will be making more than dean, assistant dean, and professors. Is that the Mapanya that Mr. Barker appointed? Would be that Barker overrated Mapanya. And as you can see, her account has displayed ineptitude, corruption, and inability to manage a professional university or the state-run university. And the party is very clear. Mapanya must not only resign, but she must give account of squandering the resources of the University of Liberia. So we also catalog one Vivian Red, an instructor. Salary was increased from $440 to $1,529 United States, which amounted to 347% increment. Hastening that contradiction, Mapanya has shown no interest in addressing the basic issue on the campus of the University of Liberia. She has politicized the university. She is bringing her retired UC personnel to employ them in the university. So she has reduced salary with the justification that the university budget is inadequate to address the issue, but yet those salaries are being redirected to people of our own self-naked interest. We see that as an affront to staff and members. We see that as an affront to deans and professors who are sacrificing on a daily basis. And the Vanguard Party will resist this to the core and ensure that Mapanya not only resign, but she must give account and be prosecuted by law.
C'est quoi, Baga Monkey, Yale Machine, people, c'est quoi? Please, no order,
Yo. So the consistent reduction of salary without any legal procedure, we know that it undermines the principle of meritocracy. And that is why Mapanya have brought about 50% from UC to be employed illegally into the university. As I speak to you now, 28 of them have already been recorded. They have already been added on the payroll. We have them here, there's the payroll. 28 of them have already been added. And the contradicting part is someone who has just been employed by Mapanya as a professor is making $4,500 United States dollars. The rudimentary of becoming a professor in the University of Liberia, you must have understood the role of teaching on the campuses. You must have passed through being an assistant professor or associate professor before even becoming a professor. You just take someone from UCL, question you get them professional title and start paying them more than people who are sacrificed for 15 years, 20 years, contributing to the academic and the academic upbringing and contributing to society and contributing to the country.
Rational Tennessee, Rational Tennessee, practicing administrative malpractices.
So we were able to list few of those who are appointed of recent, and they are already on payroll, they are already taking pay. We don't know what procedure she used, we don't know if she passed through any stakeholder, if there was anything, but we check the payroll as in our hand right now. We have seen new employees. They are making more salary from people who have been at the university for record age and contributing. So Mapanya was able to pay one Joseph Boda, a professor, calling him a professor, $4,000 Monday. Pay Bwaka Robertson, $4,500. Pay Favola Tule, $4,500 United States dollars. This is the worst thing that ever happened to a state-run university. While the university is deplorable, staff and faculties are not being paid for 7 months, Mapanya is increasingly bringing in her self-start, retired workers to work in the University of Liberia. To work at the University of Liberia, the detriment of staff and members, the detriment of the student community. We see this as a complete disappointment, a disregard of the true essence of being president of the University of Liberia.
C'est quoi, tomorrow Mapanya will retire, you say member will go by America, they will beat Donald Trump or just c'est quoi. Tomorrow last day on the camera, yo.
The hiring of all these people, we are clear that if they not pass through any procedure and is on the front with transparency, merit-based, and fiscal responsibility. We think Mapanya has crossed a path. Mapanya has done the worst to the University of Labrador. We are told that if I will have clear evidence that Mapanya has already started paying specific individuals the less than 10 retroactive salary for 2 years, while leaving struggling staff, while leaving students lack of buses, while refusing to address the issue of iron drive and other issues confronting the students. Mapanya will leave the university now and face prosecution. And so, we quickly address the issue of payroll. We raised a concern few days ago that Mapanya receives 15,000 United States dollars because she does not want to be here in contempt with the harmonization policy of 2019. She has been paid on the payroll, as it's stated here, that Mapanya makes on payroll. She made the total of $7,776.62 from the university budget, directly from the university budget. And she has been paid from the same university through Echo Bank. She paid outside the payroll of the university. We have all the evidence here, as you can see. Here's Mapanya. She makes $7,776.62 on the payroll and being paid outside the payroll. There's a check she signed here. She and the controller. There's a check signed by Mapanya for Echo Bank with account numbers 6102186582. The total amount of $7,286.47 that was signed by the controller named Toga Gapsy and Lady Mapanya President. Here's the check.
She's taking pay 2,000.
They're taking double, so we amount of 15,000.
She's taking from Echo Bank, GT Bank, yo.
Mana,
down, corruption down. Yo. And the so-called perfect president, the president brought in the country, yo. Last night, I say, Waka president, yellow machine.
So there are major issues. We have got a clear retirement list of Mapanya. We have managed to get a retirement list of 203 employees of the University of Labrador who are supposed to be retired. We are in a vetting process. These are people who, majority of them, are paying the university contributing. They are energetic. Some of them don't even rely on salary. They just want to contribute. And Mapanya is retiring them.
You don't get time for your BB salary,
And some of them will make type of Mel Jones. Mel Jones has been contributing passionately to the University of Labrador, and you are retiring him. There's a man who is energetic. He is providing services. You are not doing this on the basis of reform. You are doing this for selfish interest, to clandestinely or to illegally employ your user employee without any experience at the detriment of staff and faculty of the University of Labrador.
Down, Nipotesi, down. Mapanya, down. Four, Fanga Party, four.
We saw other passionate people that Wesley Tapper, S. Morris Cooper, people like Clifford Young. These are people that Mapanya had listed to be retired immediately, while considering those new employees of UC. We give them to the journalists.
Police for you, student, yo. Last night, I say, police, TTV police, student week police, go break down CDC headquarters, student week, yo. Last night, I say, police.
The intent of Mapanya, the intent of Mapanya is not to execute or institute any reform, but she needs loyalists, so that they can be loyal to her, so that no one can checkmate her, so that will offer her issue. She will call her user employees, say, you guys need to proceed with this. We see they are dictatorial, and Mapanya has reached a Waterloo. Yo, So like we said, tomorrow, party for the police. Like we said, we are about to share all these documented facts to the press that expose the ineptitude of Mapaya, the corrupt nature of Mapaya, and the disappointing nature of Mapaya. People believe that someone from Western incarnation going to come to the University of Labrador and institute genuine change and adhere to the principle of due process. But Mapaya has started illegally dismissing people arrogantly, saying that the University of Labrador belongs to her and the University of Labrador is a personal property. We want to tell Mapaya that a Mapaya that had never served in a cabinet position in her whole life, she was privileged to serve the University of Labrador, state-run university, state-privileged university, all knowledge to serve in such position. This is the biggest position Mapaya ever served.
So you got a lot of papers in your hand and you are already spoken from these papers. But being cognizant that we in an artificial world that anything can be created, anything can be generated, the question is how authentic is the information that you're giving the public about the UL president?
Like we said, the parties have gotten clear information. SOUP has been around for years. This information is from a direct source. This information is very clear. This information clarifies everything you need to know. And you can rest assured that this information will never be refuted by the university authority. We are showing you payroll. Like, how possible with the party going to catalog payroll of employees with even the time of payroll, everything, including the amount Mapaya makes. Check. Are you telling us that this check, it was manufactured by the Student Unification Party from Echo Bank with the account, everything?
Thank you. The city that he took me in, the employment in our city is more than 30 million persons that are working in our province. So it tells you when we only have 3 of that factories in the entire Liberia, we are okay, right? That's all. Just 2 of any of these factories, we are okay. But guess what? Jesse have been coming to Liberia 17 years ago to bring investment in this country, but it has been difficult for Jesse. But I can say to you, by God's grace, you're going to see something happening in Liberia very soon. God's grace. Jesse, on behalf of the people of Liberia, we want to say again, sorry for the tough time you've been facing to bring investment to this country. We can assure you that this time around, we will hold your paperwork and take it from ministry to ministry, office to office to make sure that we create jobs for our citizens. And I got to know Jesse through a very good friend who is a journalist from Capitol Building. He came to me, he said, "Mame, yeah, one paper here, some Chinese people won't come, but they're looking for who can invite them." I said, "Mame, move right in front of me." But later on, you know what? I said, let's test this and see whether it's going to work. And that's how we were able to send the invitation and the individual, and then Jesse and his team came to Liberia. Well, I mean, when people do well, we have to say thanks to them, right? We must recognize them. This is our friend, brother, who introduced me, who come close and everybody see you, my man. They made a journalist. He want people to know, but when people do too well, to tell them thank you. There's a man that introduced me to them. I want to say thank you. The reason you brought these people to us or to me, or those invitation documents, because we have integrity. and we understand the needs of our people. Based on that, despite you are a journalist, but I'm bringing you out here because I want people to understand the importance of investment in our country. Journalists are also finding way and means for investment to come to this country. So I want to say thank you for what you have done. Keep talking to people, keep encouraging them to Liberia. Don't give up. Things will be better for our people. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. My colleagues told me, don't talk about politics. Hey, I say I can't talk. Hey, what you say? I just talk small thing, kitty thing. Everybody say, oh, don't try again. Everybody paying my invoice. People been calling me. Why in the US? They say, don't try again. Okay. I will not talk. If I'm not talking, don't pull my legs. Because if you pull my legs, I will clarify. Hello? If you pull my legs, I will clarify. If you're telling the story and you don't tell the story the right way, I will make sure I put the story on the right position. That I'm clear. So, if you want to talk your story, don't call my name. Don't talk your team. But you call my name, they play in me say, I said, no, they're not happy. I was happy here. Because me, I have said, I will say the truth to the Liberian people. You understand? So that's it. But let me say this to you. I'm happy that you're here. The same position you are in and the same position I'm in. I'm also seeking membership for PAP. You understand? Yes, sir. I myself finding a way to be member. Any member, in fact, some of you got membership more than me. Look at the chairman there. Look at Secretary General. Me, I got position here. You understand? What we want to bring into this country, no one man should control a political party. No one man have that authority to control and direct the life of the people. The people themselves must be in charge and they must decide the destiny. If you ever see anybody doing your convention, when PAP is approved by National Election Commission, you see somebody who you think is capable of leading this country, you will vote for them as standard bearer of PAP. So, you are not here to say that Darius Square is the head of PAP or he owns PAP. No. That's why you are seated here. Your effort of coming, you may not have it today, but your effort to come and sit down is your contribution. Sir. Therefore, you must be respected. You don't have to have money before you are executive of PAP. Sir. Even if you don't have it, you must hold a position within PAP. Sir. Yo, the party for everybody. Yo. The next thing, where we will preach to the leadership of PAP. Even if you don't have money, you want to run in your district, we will put a rally around you, we will support you to run. Manda. This is where we are starting now. If you want to run, when a convention comes, you don't have it, you are a better muscular, we will put hands around you, we will walk behind you.
And a pleasant welcome to all of our folks out there this afternoon. Based upon your timeline, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from the Silicon Complex town of Painesville City. This is the People's Program. Today is the 3rd of September. The 3rd of September, the year still stands at 2025. September 3rd, 1942, Liberia were in the midst of a crucial period during World War II. As it was the sole source of natural latex from the Allied forces, apart from the Sikh law. A significant defense agreement was signed with the United States in 1942, leading to the United States funded development of strategic roads and the construction of an international airport and a deep water port into Monrovia. Today, August 3rd, 1929, the United States Department formally inquired with Liberia Secretary of State about allegations of labor practices and alleged or illegal shipping of native laborers to Fernando Po. As this situation was attracting international situations and attentions upon threatening to undermine the special agreement Liberia has with Spain in 1914 for labor migrations. This inquiry was a part of larger efforts which would include a League of Nations Commission investigations. Today, August 3rd, 1999, the Liberia. Today, September 3rd, to be precise, 1999, September 3rd. Sorry, but I must apologize. My breath muffins October, but it's a slip of tongue here. But today, September 3rd, to be precise with you. September 3rd, 1999, the Liberian Civil War, this too was underway. A dissident group, the Liberian United for Reconciliation and Democracy, launched a military offensive from Guinea. This marked the beginning of a second war less than 2 years after the first war ended with Charles Taylor becoming president, with large evasions of the Natl, Liberia challenging Taylor's government and leading to a widespread violence and civilian displacement. Today, September 3rd, 2022, September 3rd, 2022, today, Liberia was in the midst of preparing for its Vah Sr celebration, which marked 200 years since Liberia's funding by free people of African descent from the United States. Event included a book study on Liberia pre-1800 history and Ambassador Ahasa Conte Unification Day message, which reflected on the nation past and ongoing journey towards unity. The year 2022 also saw Liberia peacekeepers deployed in South Sudan for peacekeeping missions, serving as a beacon of hope by sharing their stories of resilience and eventual peace upon. Liberia peacekeepers were honored for their contributions to peace into South Sudan, showcasing Liberia progress and resilience in a word. The Vah Sr and other activities initiative aims to strengthen the relationship between Liberia and other states. The Vah Sr also sought to highlight Liberia's historical role as a leader into the Pan-Africanism on today. Today is the history is a regular feature on our program. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. The Vakin 2 mass landing after nearly a year-long journey in NASA robotic spacecraft Vakin 2 landed on Mars this day into 1976 and began relaying information about the planet's atmosphere and solar, as well as color photograph of the rocket surface. Today, Louis Sullivan, the American architect, was born today in Boston, Massachusetts. He died on the 14th of April, 1924, at the age of 67. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Today, 2012, the Colombian drug trafficker García Blanco, who was leading figures into the Miami drug scenes in the 1970s and early 1980s, and was known as the godmother of cocaine, was fatally shot into the Medellin into Colombia on today, 2012. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome to all of our folks. Today, let me say good afternoon to you. There are mixed reactions. Remember when the president announced setting up a committee that will look into Liberia's stable food, rice, and other commodities. Liberians were jubilating on our day to hear exactly how this will pounce out.
And today now, the president, after setting up the committee headed by the Vice President Jeremiah Kwan, the president has set up a price for flour and rice. And these recommendations came from the Presidential Alcohol Committee on Price Contradiction, chaired by the Vice President Jeremiah Kwan. What are the prices mentioned? How does Liberia see this? Liberians out there are still skeptical about issues that it has happened before. Announcement into price reduction or prices reduction, but at the end of the day, nothing happened. We will take it to a letter written by brought out by the executive mansion, announcing to Liberians what the Alcohol Committee has said to the president. And for all indication, the president has instructed the Ministry of Commerce, especially the inspectorate team, and all relevant stakeholders to ensure that strict enforcement of the new price are kept nationwide, and with a strict mandate that any individual or business firm creating arbitrary price increases will face the full weight of the law. Is the president getting more tougher up on? We say good afternoon, good morning, good evening. If you're watching me live, this is many thanks to all of you. Cool online, Cool online, our online radio, and also on YouTube, Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, and you'll see this letter from the executive mansion today. And we want to say to those of you out there, the dashboard already open, star 799 star 11 hash, cool cash giveaway, 100 Liberians to play, and you play, you definitely become a winner there. So those of you out there are encouraged to play Entertainment by Radio Cool Cash Giveaway, and you just stand a chance to win something fabulous. Very, very, very much fabulous. I remember today is May Week. Remember Liberians, a lot of activities, yeah. So it's so much important that you are part of this process. I want to say thanks to all of you joining us on this line. Let's take our bro. Come back, go to the letter from the executive mansion for immediate release and what is contained in that letter and how the Liberian receive this matter. Because rice, I'll give you a history of some of the issues here. Rice in itself has been a major commodity and have turned to be a political commodity. Imagine the early days, they arrived the Asian varieties with the Kwele migrants about 400 years ago. Rice production was a key factor in this country. And coming fast forward, 1979, the government of President William Tolbert, with the Agriculture Minister Florence Chinue at the time, increased the price of rice as a 100-pound bag of rice from 9.50 to 15. Oh my God. And that did not help the former president. And remember, family members were rice producers at the time. And while the government argued that the increase in price of rice could benefit local and decrease the amount of rice imported in the country, that was the thinking of them. That said, this is the case, let increase the rice price, it will help. Imagine from 9.50 cents to $15. And that argument did not hold water with mostly the urban poor, because There were a lot of hungry people. The Soniwan area, the Nukutan struggling mothers to feed their children. With the increase of rice, could not even benefit farmers in Lofa County and Nima County and increase rice production. So there was this firebrand opposition leader, like of D. Carter and Bagas Matthews, looking to galvanize the public opinion with the government issues and not letting this opportunity slip by on them. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia sent demonstrators to the street on April 14, 1979. A devastating riot occurred in Monrovia, where young soldiers overthrew the Toba government, and a year after the rest riot upon April 14, 1979, every government have been so much cognizant about this right issue, something that they would not play with, and every time this issue has been tempered with, there are a lot of questions. And the number of issues that my whole government responsible to the people in terms of governance, you won't take a rice, because rice was just one of the major commodities in there. And out of the more than 22 million bags of rice imported in Liberia annually by some of the companies, the likes of Futa Corporation, K&K, United Incorporated, Commodity Incorporated rather, and others who have imported rice on that will make about 1% profit of rice on the bag. And this could just translate into millions of dollars. But then if you're a rice importer, the question is, would you like the kind of situation if you were a rice importer? You know, this has been a very serious problem for Liberia. And according to the World Bank, the African Development Bank, and the OED publications, the average Liberians consumed about 133 kilograms, that's about 293 pounds of rice per year. And the highest in Africa is 20. 20% of all food intake in Liberia are rice. 15% of household budget is spent on rice buying. The man work for the month, his wife work somewhere, did a higher work. The only thing they're thinking about is to eat. That's the primary thing. What my family will eat. Remember recently you heard that when the current president of the United States said beautiful English was it will eat. This certainly signifies the importance of this rice issue. But there have been a lot of reasons that have made the complexity into Liberia regarding rice. Number one, you look at, we have a very low yield. And there are several factors responsible for this. Sometimes the lack of fertilizers, sometimes seeding is a problem, and some of the methods used to cultivate rice, you have to use the cutlass, the hoes, then you see bad road agricultural products, another issue with the marketplaces. Sometimes people will produce these things, you spend all your time, your little resources, you hear people saying, but we made all of this things that we can't sell this right outside because no roads, even our plantain, our banana, the cucumber, the okra, the bitter boy, the beans, toy, what's the word saying, black eye beans, whatever it is. First to say we will just cultivate our issues, harvest and eat it, because where we'll take it live here in abundance and is poured upon. And because of that, the importance of these foreign rights and foreign things have been generally accepted by Liberians. And this have lower government morale and government priorities in the national budget upon. Rice is an important thing. And we heard before, grow more food, get back to the soil. And growing up, you hear about Liberian people, me and my children can eat pusawa. Me and my children will not let country rest. So the interest of imported rice started to increase, or have already increased rather, in this country. So rural urban migrations and other factors that play on this. Those who are making farms, cutting the palm, cultivating the okra, the bitter ball, the beans, they are not in Monrovia, Mosorado County. Some of them who were even vibrant in these areas in terms of production, they say me, I'll leave Evara, we will ride, Evara Keke, I will ride because I can't go back. Let me, and if I go back, I will see the Indian parboiled, I will see the Chinese parboiled, I will see pink bag, green bag, and all these things has made upon a serious issue into Liberia. So rice has been a very serious major commodity since then, since the riot time, and Liberia have always been opting for this. So almost all of the government that come to power since then have faced the issue of rights issue, and to the extent that if you play with rice, you'll be removed. They remove all. A lot of the folks have been because of a rice, a living standard. Folks are no longer thinking about how I will go to the recreation park. How am I going to jog? How am I going to play? How am I going to go to movies? Even some have said to even go to church. Because why? You can't be hungry and go there. You can't be hungry and go play football. I'm not saying others are not having interest, but the first thing Liberian think on the food they will eat. So since it become a problem, nothing. Sometimes even literally, if you see your child just jumping from one end to another, say, oh, you're not eating, eh? They're grateful because what they are eating. So eating now become a major achievement in our country. So this is a serious matter. But then after the president observing this, I said, let us set up a team. Let us set up a team upon. And then we have to reduce this matter. Imagine, we spend a very huge, staggering prices on rice importation. Rice comes from India, Vienna, the United States, and other parts. And then people pray that the price reduce. The price of rice too high. The price of rice too high. And more often people turn to these self-help initiatives where free food are donated. Like from the option of the war days, from the 90s, 91, WFP, self-help were all around here, giving people handout. You see the beans, the cocodolo, the body dust, the clear milk. Probably some of you might now have benefited from that. But it happened here, some of you can attest to this process, that these were issues. The common wheat, all these things are issues that happen here. And folks have been asking, why is it that every time our government go out and negotiating for issues, they can't talk about rice? Or ask the Japanese government, come here, make rice for our people. You can make it here, we'll buy it. You can make it here, we'll even send it out and people will buy all of these things here. So this government has said that we will look into this matter, especially at the time when Liberia was faced with issues of retrospecting their past. Every time Liberians sit to think about the past, if there's any government in place, any structure that will play with rice, a minute, can we go? But women say we can't play our food, but we can't play with our food business. So all government have faced this issue here, and this has been a very serious matter for Liberians. Let me say good afternoon to all of you today. So after the president have organized, set up this ad hoc committee, and the committee was tasked with the responsibility of investigating price inconsistency and the unjust hack into essential commodities. They were set to engage stakeholders to ensure that trade practices are fair, transparent, and sustainable. Over the past months, Liberians have expressed this long, high price or rising in price or cost of commodity, and folks who have been affected in Liberia. The president saying this word: our goal is not only to reduce prices today, but to create systems that prevent future arbitrary increases and secure food accessibility for all Liberians. He's saying that it is a question of his government that people can be able to see rice. Some people say, today I eating, I want to swallow. Because why it's there. But other than what the condition Liberians face, you don't have a choice. To the extent that Liberian men will tell you, if I eat rice, I can't sleep. Even if you bring the GB, the domoy, with the dudu on it, if I even eat the bread, if I eat rice, I'm not eating. Even if you have the mixture of the farri or the gari that is so heavy into that cheke or other forms, and you eat it, you say, I'm not eating yet. Because rice must enter into a system before believing that he has eaten. And that's the time he starts to think and to get more relaxed. But because it's not in abundance, so his relaxation is just limited. If you're eating, you lie down small, you sleep, you wake up, you already, the next thing the water pick up, because where you get it on from? You just cook 3 cups, 4 cups. But you're thinking where you get it from. So you start to check all over. Tomorrow, pa, had the play, I'll go where? The evening, pa, I'll go so. Food tonight, I'll do this. You just want to secure what means that you'll be having rice again for consumption upon. This is where we are, Liberia. This rice business is very serious. I want to take our time on it and let's see this. And one of the major things, on the other hand, folks have said, this is not the first time. Some may say the first time in terms of price limit. But the major thing is, whether folks, because with my own statistic I was following up on just today, after this pronouncement, they are processing rice 3,200. People say selling $17, $16.50. You go to some place 2001, 3,250. You must pay it. And while you having this, folks are wondering, where are we with this? Because the implementation of a lot of the prices have been a major concern for Liberia. And like I said earlier on, the president has instructed the Ministry of Commerce with some recommendations from the team, the alcohol committee, that the inspectorate arm of the Ministry of Commerce and all relevant holders are to ensure that the enforcement of new prices nationwide are effectuated. Liberia, this is where we are. Because some of you will say, complain, oh, I went to the place. They send it 3,300 or 3,250, and they say the red price and drop. So the government is serious. And this is because there's something coming upon you that you are the other reason, because those are issues that affect everybody. And if somebody want to do something otherwise, they should be exposed. They should be exposed because you are the consumers. And on the other hand, folks are saying government, it will be good to that. Why I say the rest when they come here, they want to make sure that they be coming always, because we want to have it today. If $14 today, we go to one day, we can even see what's on 2 days, 1 week, 3 months, then it jump to $18, $19, $20 only because it's scarce. But if it become issues that will be surplus, then the price of rice will stand. And not just rice, the president have made this reduction on flour. And folks are saying not just flour. Mr. President look at the reduction of sugar, oil, and other basic commodities, the beans. Because number one, even the rice you get, you can't eat the rice without oil. Without oil, you have to eat it. all these things need to be also on a level, especially when the government has said we have reduced tariff on a lot of these processes upon. Like I said to you, I'm going to read this communication. I'm not going to read it half-hearted, but I'll read it in totality up on. And before I go there, let me take my break. I'll take a break here. I'll go straight to the letter from the executive mansion with this process. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
The heat.
The heat.
My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The heat is terrific.
Oh, really?
Sure. Now, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Wonderful. Talking about that heat that gives you the chance to post or make your comments, views, opinions on variety of topics on trending issues in our blackberry.
So welcome to your informative,
inspiring,
entertaining,
electrical,
educating,
fascinating
program, The Heat.
Make sure that you win your district. Therefore, by the grace of God, PAP will support the 73 electoral district. Will produce we'll get some of the 3 lawmakers. Will produce senator and representative. Even if you don't have money, and that's how it came about. That we will follow the model of Singapore, where Liberia gave helping him to. So, we maintain the president in 10 countries before 2029. Today, guess what? Singapore economy can be compared to that of the United States. They can boast of more than 100 million years. They can boast of billion years. The country is well developed. This country that we gave helping into yesterday, it tells you, but guess what? Let me just tell you one thing. Do you know that Liberia have been richer than Singapore? Singapore don't have mineral resources. But today they are successful. What did they do to become successful? That is why you are here today. Therefore, after we receive our certificate, the leadership of PAP, we will empower them to go to PAP Singapore and set for them. We will ask them a question. What did you do to become where you are today? We want to go through that workshop. We want to go through that training. This is why we started now. You may be asking why now? Because we got more work to do. You have to first of all take the leadership. You hear all the positions they were calling, right? Chairman, chairman on President, whatever, what the chairman on Maserati, right? So this Maserati is the capital city, right? We need to look at Singapore, the capital city, and compare it to your Maserati. You understand? What we are saying is, in order for this country to move forward, we have to take bold steps. This is not time to talk. This is time for action. And that is the strength of the People Action, the People Action Party. I want you to go home today. Take your time and Google People Action Party Singapore. Go through the process and read everything about the proposed People Action Party.
Significant reductions in the prices of flour and rice following report and recommendation from the Presidential Ad Hoc Committee on Price Contradictions, chaired by the Vice President Jeremiah Kpankun Sr. President Bwaka disclosed that the wholesale price of flour which previously stood at US 39.00 per 100 pounds bag, has now been reduced to 35.00 per 100 pounds bag. Likewise, the price of rice, which was at 16.75 per 25 kg bag, has been reduced to 14.00 per 25 kg bag. These reductions represent my government commitment to ensuring that the ordinary Liberian family have access to affordable food, the President Barker said. At the same time, we are working with producers and importers to maintain fair and sustainable trade prices that safeguard continuous supply, he ensured. The President has further instructed the Ministry of Commerce, inspectorates, and other relevant stakeholders to ensure strict enforcement of the new prices across the country. He cautioned that any individual or businesses found creating arbitrary price increases will face the full weight of the law. The Liberian leader noted that while the new price take effect immediately, the committee will continue consultations with stakeholders to review cost drivers and explore additional opportunities for further reductions. President Barker expressed that stabilizing prices, strengthening food security, and easing the burden on Liberian households remain a priority of his administration. This is signed by Anthony Kula Bola Yen Fofana, Presidential Secretary. This is the message coming up from the President upon Liberia. What's just said on this matter? And he said this will take immediate effect. Immediate effect. That is, from the day the letter came up, from the day the announcement came up, it take effect. Immediate effect. So don't think that some of you are saying, oh, my rest, I was saying this 17 now, 18 now, and the president has been it, I ain't finished yet, so I got to finish forward, I got to make goose before, but it's saying immediate effect. This is what I read. I'm not the one saying this, I'm not the one giving the instruction. He said with immediate effect. And the Ministry of Commerce, some of you always see the commerce will come in. When you're selling rice, they kind of say, no, on the price here, they won't lock the shop, you start to complain. Because it's an immediate effect. And I've told the inspectorate team of the Ministry of Commerce, those inspectors, to make sure that all relevant stakeholders ensure strict enforcement of the new price. So if you say they want, you hear the president talking, I get radio, I get phone, I get this, so that's somebody tell you. Somebody tell somebody. This is because Liberia, the tendency of ours, for something undermine our very process, very easy. Yeah, very easy. You hear the man saying any corrupt person or every corrupt person be prosecuted. They say, hey, yeah, they been fine, they won't find man. They leave one man, not find one they leave up. Not knowing that they were calling for the prosecution and the same thing. I'll take a break here and bring a message to you. After that, we will go to the lines, we'll cross first outside Liberia, we'll come back, go to the lines. And you have your say on this. What do you make of this process? What are some of the constraints you see? Because the president talk about being committed to the process that people have access to food, because he made a commitment, and they are also working with producers to make sure that the rest are here, and not yet finished now, but it's becoming continuously because sometimes rest camp it take a long time. In that time, prices increase, and before rest can come. Prices come out to a normal state. But he said no, this time around we'll do another approach. We'll talk with other people, we'll speak with other producers across the world, and we should have surplus, so we'll do importation in time and have excesses for our people so that it can be monitored and controlled upon. This is where we are. Rice that brought serious thing. Imagine rice left from $9 $9 to $15 during that time. From $9 to $15. And today you're hearing now that it have come down. Rest have come down to $14. What do you make of this? Imagine $9.50 back then. It brought serious hullabaloo because it went from $9.50 to $15. It brought noise. But we've been trading this thing here. We've been going on. So the water come this. But the wisdom of this president said, they have taken from the price that made noise. Not dressing for small. It has now come to $14. I'll take this break. Bring a message to you. When I come back, we go through the line. We travel first after Liberia. We go through the line. So it'll be important for you to put in the thoughts and make sure that you know exactly what you want to say. And let me concise and precise to the point and allow others to make their point. Let's take this break.
Introducing Marie Sanitary Pad. Introducing Marie Sanitary Pad, the ultimate solution for every woman comfort and confidence during that time of the month. With Marie, every moment becomes effortless and worry-free. Ladies, we understand the importance of feeling comfortable and secure during your period. That's why Marie Sanitary Pad are designed with your needs in mind. Our ultra-soft, breathable materials provide all-day comfort so you can move with ease and confidence. Marie pads are equipped with advanced leakage protection, keeping you dry and fresh throughout your busy day. Say goodbye to leaks and hello to peace of mind. Super soft and provide unparalleled comfort for sensitive skin.
I have tried so many brands, but nothing compares to Marie. It's like they were made just for me. I feel secure and comfortable no matter what I'm doing.
Experience the difference with Marie's sanitary pads. Available at all drugstores, pharmacies, stores, and fuller shops. For wholesale, visit Lucky Pharmacy and Redemption Pharmacy. Call 2929 for free information. Try them today and discover what true comfort feels like. Marie, the latest choice.
You get me? You can't be a part of a vision that you don't know about. The genesis of that vision. We want to see millionaires from Liberia. So I want to say to you, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that I'm back as well. We are ready to work. We need to go into the towns and villages. We need to go into the communities. We are not just focused about election. We are focused on making sure that we change the lives of our people. Hello? What can we do before 2029? How many companies can we bring to Liberia before 2029? That is the discussion.
Now cross over to other parts of Africa to understand what is going on. More on that, you go there and check it out to get a full detail coming out for you on today. Good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. We'll start in Congo, where the ex-justice minister sentenced to forced labor for corruption. In a high-profile corruption crackdown in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a top court has sentenced former Justice Minister Constant Mutimba to 3 years of forced labor after convicting him of embezzling $19 million in public office. The money was intended for prison construction project in the country's north. On Tuesday, roads across or around the court of the Cassation into Kinshasa was barricaded and officers force deployed in anticipation of arrest. The court ruled that Mutamba acted with the intent of illicit enrichment and bypassed legal procedures. Mutamba, who resigned in June, had already pleaded not guilty. His lawyer Joel Ketingi called the verdict unjust. The former minister, 2023 presidential candidate, once campaigned as an anti-corruption advocate, but his venture exchange was marked by controversy, including a proposal to reinforce the death penalty for journalists reporting on the Rwanda-backed rebels. Meanwhile, forced labor sentenced in Congo are typically served in prison. It remains unclear if Mutimba will face the same fate. Today, Uganda nurse bring lifeline to forgotten elders amid growing age crisis. In the remote area of Uganda, Winnie Kiwasingi is on a mission. She's not only delivering health care but also restoring dignity to elderly people often forgotten by the system. Most of the parts of this area is a hilly area, according to a senior reporter. And because of this, our senior citizens stay home. Carrying a mental case filled with basic medical tools, Winnie goes door to door to check blood pressure, glucose level, perform medical procedures, and other hygienic checks and diet counseling. Winnie often clean up using rainwater stored in plastic tank, she reported. And the same supplies for patients rely on for survival. More on that, you go there and check it out to get a full detail coming out for you on today. Today, Sudan's appeals for aid after a landslide kills more than 1,000 in Darfur. We'll look at what's going on today in Afghanistan as Afghanistan hit by a second powerful quake as death toll exceeds 1,400. An earthquake of magnitude 5.5 shocked southeastern Afghanistan on Tuesday, sparking fears of further damage and destruction almost 2 days after a large quake in the same region killed more than 1,400 people and injured thousands more. Residents and rescue workers in the southeast Afghanistan continue to search for survivors in areas of homes, villages flattered by a Sunday magnitude 6.0 earthquake. On Tuesday, the region was also hit by a powerful 5.5 magnitude aftershock, sparking fear for more damage and more deaths. The death toll from Sunday has already exceeded 1,400, with more than 3,500 people injured. The ruling Taliban said on Tuesday more than 5,000 houses have been destroyed. The United Nations have vowed to spare no efforts to assist people, but warned that the current level of humanitarian funding is insufficient. The United Kingdom also has pledged over $1 million to humanitarian agency avoiding the Taliban government, which it does not recognize. More on that, you go there and check it out to get a full detail. Before going today, let's look out what's going on to Sierra Leone. Sudan appeals for aid after landslide kills more than 1,000 in Darfur. Sudan's appeals for international aid on Tuesday after a landslide wiped out an entire village in the western region of Darfur, killing an estimated 1,000 people in one of the deadliest natural disasters in Africa country's recent history. The village of Tarasin was completely leveled by the ground, the Sudan Liberation Movement Army said, as it appeals to the United Nations International Aid Group for help to recover the bodies. This tragic event happened Sunday in the evening, located in central Darfur, Mara Mountain, after days of heavy rainfalls. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. We'll go to the lines to talk to you today. What do you make of the president's recent pronouncement? Remember, the president just said that he was setting an alcohol team just a few days ago. He said, 45 days of work, a report to me. Today, yesterday released, today we are hearing now, rice is now $14. And it's equivalent for all Liberians, whether you are a businessman or not, because you yourself complain. And if these things are there to mitigate the hardship and to help you alleviate some of these things, it's important. Or are you going to depend on the hiking price and say, me part of my own, I was telling like this? Mind you, the inspectors are out there. You may just fall victim to any of them with your divine posture. But let's say good afternoon, good morning. What do you make of this? And I hope that others listening can make a full contribution to this process. I will talk to my first caller on the line. I will talk to my first caller online. I will talk to my first caller online this afternoon to hear what's your thought. Let me talk to you. This is my first caller online. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, the first caller not ready yet. We'll take the second one. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Man, it's something Tupac, we call it from district number 4.
Mr. Tupac, go ahead.
My brother, thank you. I tell the president, thank you very much. You know, we the Latino, we our own self problem. And saying that they read this media, we that get our children that used to read. When they not even read, they say, Papa, they bring nothing you. So, and for the reason, then the president has said that the rent should be $14. That each and every one of them by the rule that the president gave. If anybody said they read about 2,000, they won't read. That person be arrested. The way doing capital started, you should do it. When you send the galley, they say, oh, the galley, they want you to send it about our press. All the galley carry the package. They be that or they lack a shop or they lack a store, then it will be better. Thank you for opening.
You're welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Prince,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah. First of all, I would say very thank you to the president of the Bureau for making rest. I use the full name for the Liberian people. Yeah. All those tell you that doing your business, please. The president has spoken. If you want to make things hard for the Liberian people, the government will deem it necessary that they should try to really close your business down. Please go by the government mandate. We have been crying. The children have been crying that restaurant is hard, but government, come to the aid of the market sellers, those that selling kobo and other things. Please try to do that. And also, so my message to the government, what in doing that, let's try by all means for us to be producing wrestling Liberia. At least this country is very old now for us to be, waiting for China rest out there. Let the government try by all means and open us agricultural farm so that we can feed ourselves. Please.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gabe.
Yeah, thank you. That is Gabe. So now, here's the issue about the right issue. Liberia, like I said, since after the war, the country only take up to our statement that he made on the whole, which is he had become the food. But now you have the thing the public has said, right? It's a common ministry to be out now to every stores and places to make the law being taken to play. But what you see, every guy open the country. I get PR, that's not all, I get PR, because I want to get PR, that PR will not work. Because you see restaurant different way in the country, and the community of it, he's not going out, and you will find it being PR. In that, but what you see, you come here, where's the other figure that, where's the best of 15 hours, 20 hours, so they have to tell you, yeah, what you see now.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm talking about speaking on GS0. Yeah, my understanding, the letter you read is President wholesale. And what become of people who do it resale? So let us people understand that wholesale buyer going to buy for $14. If they come to sell to us, the Liberians, we a consumer now. The president never mentioned it, so what they say about it? Yeah, so they should understand it that way. Wholesale seller going back for $14, not consumer.
Okay, yeah. And why you think will be the price if you let me talk to you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Vah.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Guys.
Good afternoon to our listeners. My name is Patrick Jagaya. And Mr. I don't want to be hasty to say, oh, we thank you, we thank the president. First, I want to understand what the economic model that have been put into play for which versus the wholesale price is coming to $14. That's my first question. I also want to know that this model have been put into play will nothing trigger it for it to go back from where it came from as also from $16 to only 5 cents or $16. That it will not go back up. Can we maintain this model to make sure that it can come further downward as wholesale price and formulate a price for the selling price, because this is wholesale. That means a buying price. Buying price is different from selling price. So they did not say how much it will be sold. So
but guys, let me just read this statement. You get I'm listening to you. They said the president revealed that the wholesale price of flour has been reduced from 39 to 35 per 100-pound bag. Why the price of rice has been lower from 16 to 14 per 25 kilograms? 14 to 16 just for rice, and the wholesale just for flour.
Yes. But the cost price for rice have been 16. Some places have been like $16.25. I'm telling you because I sell rice. So if you have dropping the price, it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm wanting to know the model for which it will be maintained. Because when it is maintained, it is good for everyone. Meaning our poor we have to hand to purchase at a lower price and continue to do that. And let me ask my brother, just let one, to recommend why it is like this. And when the model can be maintained, and then let us be making sure we produce more rice that can challenge rice that are coming out from outside.
Okay.
I also want to recommend to the government to put protectionism into place.
Okay.
If local rice are being produced here, the local rice should have very low GST, and any rice that is imported and coming should have high GST. Meaning that price will be up, the local rice will be low, so people will go after buying the local rice and going to buy the imported rice, and that will cause our economy to start having a turning point where the money will be going back to the farmers, and our U.S. can have its stability, and the economy can have a because of the purchasing power of everyone.
Okay.
That's my recommendation.
Okay. Thank you. Well said. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. But the president also said that the issue of working with producers to make sure that the price of rice, let me talk to this caller here, the price of rice is maintained, or the importation of rice, not just the price, but for the commodity to always be around, because you may keep the price at certain level and then see the commodity become difficult. So he said that we work with importers or producers to make sure of this. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Prince Alpha. I'm from District 4 of I may appreciate the president for the drastic action that he has taken on the importation of the free tariffs of West. Now, some of us are a little bit confused because if the president saying wholesale, then what would be the retail price?
No, if you see the letter here, there's some division in this thing. The president is close. I'm going to read it to you again in the public so you get this.
Okay.
Let me read it. There's one a letter, a paragraph of a letter, right? It's a 2-paragraph. I'm going to read to you. Number 1, in the letter, it said the president disclosed that the wholesale price of flour, which previously stood at 39.00 per 100 pounds bag, has now been reduced to 35.00 pounds 100 pounds bag. Likewise, the price of rice, which was 16.75 25 kg, has been reduced to 14.00 25 kg rice. What do you get on this?
Well, so meaning that the wholesale, if you go to do a wholesale, example, of somebody who owns a shop and go to the rest store, go and purchase huge quantities. That is the price, right? But then we are the consumer that will go to purchase more, then what will become the price that will be in the store? It should come out and then make clarity on that. Or the public, please.
Okay, Prince. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pat.
Yeah, the red minute to be handled because rice has been a serious thing for Liberia. So if they say $14, will rice be $15? Good afternoon.
Well, afternoon, Mr. Vah.
Yeah, Momotila.
Yeah, thank you for the exclusive recognition. As you said, Momotila from Painesville, Mr. Vah, for the president to, cut taxes or reduce the price of rice. It's a good thing, and I want to applaud the president. That's why the different people elected him. For Mr. Vah, I got a different take. I think that for our country to benefit mostly for the reduction for the price of rice is that for the government to go in this country where the rest are imported from like China and India, let them talk to those who manufacture the rest to come here.
Hello, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm saying, for the government to succeed in cheaper rice price, let them go India, China, and bring those people who producing the rice, bring their equipment and facilitate them in making sure that the rice is produced here. At least that will, for just saying reduce by why instead of being imported, because of that, the government still need to do more bringing those companies so that they bring that technology into the country, making sure that.
Okay. Well, the president said, folks, producers, you definitely know that those who put in the rice are those ones that will be hired to be able to mitigate the price so that you don't find yourself going back and forth. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to, from my own straight from that letter, I want to apologize very good honesty. For me, the correct retail should be in a cup, right? The retail is the cup. So when they say the correct, they make clarity that the bag that is sold for $16 is now $14. So what really they want for them is that they wholesale the loan here. They wholesale the bag of record or system cup. So when you bring it and sell it at income, then you are retail selling it. In retail now, but for the bag is a whole. So I don't want for people to misinterpret the word whole to say, when the store they say you buy one bag, you will buy with the cheaper. I don't think so. From there, you don't understand. Also the interpretation.
Okay.
That the interpretation, the retail.
Okay. Let me talk to you. Mr. Lobo, good afternoon. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Vah.
Well, great to have you up. I'm not good as you are, but I'm coping. You live on the radio. Go ahead.
I just wanted to speak to the issue on the discussion. So, again, let me say this. I think the last caller made brilliant point. Retail is different from wholesale. So, here's what I would say. In this country, it is true that people find a way to always bypass orders, laws, and everything. When people say there are no systems in this country, it's not true, there are systems. But no system works anywhere in the world without the people. In this country, what we do is to bypass the system. So, for example, now most people who are wholesalers, you will realize, Mr. Vah, they are also involved in retailers by selling one bag. A man who's supposed to just sell in bulk is involved in selling a bag of rice. So he's doing retail. Retail is not only by cup. No, one must say that. Wholesale is when you go to buy like around anywhere 20, 30, 50 bags. But you will notice that some of those stores who are registered to be wholesale, they sell like one bag at a time. And so here's what I would say to my dear brothers and sisters. There's always a way around it. If that's the case, then you have to find your neighbors in the community, you're putting money together, go back and then you'll share where you're going. You're buying for $40. Since people don't want to be funny. Look, they expect you to do their part. Most of the people that are registered and wholesalers, they are selling the rest of one bag. But the fact of the matter is that so that they make additional profit, they register as wholesale, so they get a wholesale price when they buy from the port cheaper than you who buy it from the retail. But you'll notice that they are the same people selling at a retail price. So where is that?
Sure.
So, no matter what we do, there's some people that are honest. It's so something that's why they want to play. Then you want to go there buy them. You find your friends, you know you can consume 2-3 bags of rice a month. You put your
Yeah, to get more profit than the people.
And then you want to go and you this is simply, I tell you the other day. Yeah. You will buy things in America, even my friends are telling them. They buy things in America for $1. They bring it here to their own people, they sell it for $5. These are 90 cents. Why do you exploit your own people? They travel in the East man. And so I will just say this. We need to be honest. The president, what he has done is remarkable. We've got from $16.75 to $14. That is a massive, significant reduction.
Okay.
The minister of commerce and of power will not be everywhere. It's going to take Nigerians to be honest to their own people to move their country forward.
Okay.
The Indian will not do it for us. And so this is my contribution. We need to do better as a country. We just need to start being honest and treat our fellow friends. Some of our people are struggling with kids for children and exploit them. I look forward to one of these days I owe you the parents. Let's get you something so we can have somebody.
You are always wholeheartedly welcome. Okay, Mr. Lobo, thank you. You are.
I will tell you that every day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you there. And librarians need to be sincere to themselves. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, don't hold the line, you aren't ready yet. Let's talk with others. And this is just it. Librarians need to be sincere to themselves and the country. Because usually doing their own people. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is it 16.75 and the 14? Is there any betterment inside?
There is 100% betterment in God. Firstly, my name is Duseres Tamara from District Number 6, Moscow County. Now, the president and the economic advisor, he didn't just take this decision holistically, but there was a team that was set up to carry out market investigation. And that team was headed by the Vice President of
Jeremiah Kuhn.
Yeah, they did the market survey. They take the importers and the house of discussion. I quite believe that the house of discussion with importers and that of the sellers. So that's why the president came out with this price. And we all must be involved and be in accordance to what the president said. Any entrepreneur with all interest is to maximize profits. Why it is true that every businessman or every entrepreneur interest is to maximize profit, but this is the national core that need total accordance. I want to call on the Ministry of Commerce, at least to announce a hotline that when you go somewhere and see the price different, you're able to call that hotline and the inspector will come there, because you need to do this holistically. Because it would just say that just rely here, the president are giving this instruction, business people.
Okay, Joseph Tama, I'm going to take my last call here and call it a day. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Moses from Korea. Yeah, so to tell the president thank you now. Yes, we can tell him thank you, but we have to wait to see how this whole thing will go. For the wholesale seller, they will go at the port or to these very big business places. When you are going to go buy a heavy container of food, a big container of food, know that they will not give it to you for that actual price. For example, somebody going to buy 50 bags at the free food, they will not give it for that $14 each. No, there will be some breakdown. Either they will give you some, maybe few or eight, maybe a 30 bag, or maybe a 20 bag, for $13, and the rest will be for 14. So if you do all the calculations, the actual money is supposed to spend. They will not spend it. They will be reduced. They will reduce them. And then now, coming now to the retail selling, they will not be fair now to the Liberian people. Whereas you know you went about $50, $50 there, you did not spend $14 for everything, but there was some breakdown, they help you. But they come now and sell it for maybe asking $14 off for you to bring something down. Only we need to sell it for $13 something.
Okay, Wayne, but I got to go. Time has set the color with me on today. It's been so wonderful. Be with me tomorrow on Thursday, on the 4th of September. We'll love to say today, happy birthday to Mrs. Eunice Deline. Well, Eunice Deline, today's her birthday. Celebrating Grand Star from the Vigil Hour International Ministry. Mr. Philip Ward, today's her birthday also. From the Men's Department of the Vigil Hour International Ministry, celebrating her birthday on today. So, Well, you know, it's Dylan Philip Watt. Happy birthday to all of you on today. Until tomorrow, have a pleasant good afternoon. I'm your humble servant. I'm Ambassador Vah. I'm here today with T. Nicholas back. Until tomorrow, have a good afternoon.
Hello? How many? You understand?